In Brazil, 2 weeks after the attack on key government buildings in Brasilia, the atmosphere in the country has quieted down. However, it's an uneasy calm, as there's great pressure on President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva to respond to the attack and hold organizers and perpetrators responsible, all while still working to get his new government up and running. Paulo Cabral reports.
Restoration work has begun on artworks and furniture damaged in the invasion of Brazil's main seats of political power, the Congress, the Supreme Court and the Presidential Palace. It's delicate, difficult work to erase the signs of assault that took place on Brasilia 2 weeks ago, but likely not as complex as dealing with the political aftermath. Most analysts say President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has gotten a political boost from the situation, with most of the political establishment supporting his government in condemning the attacks and confirming recognition of his new administration.
O que aconteceu aqui, eu até não gostaria de pensar.
I would not like to think that what happened here was an attempted coup. I want to believe it was a group of demented people who still do not understand that the election is over.
On the judicial front, Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes is leading the response, suspending social media accounts that supported violence or disseminated fake news and ordering the arrest of people who took part in the acts or helped them. Moraes even issued the arrest warrant for Bolsonaro's former Justice Minister, Anderson Torres, who's now in jail over his alleged links to the rioting.
Most analysts agree that Justice Moraes has a key role in securing the fairness of Brazil's elections and the respect of their results. But there are also fears among some that he may be wielding too much power or even overstepping his functions.
This politics professor says courts, and Justice Moraes in particular, face the challenge of ruling on new and evolving issues, like online fake news.
Of course, as a trial and error situation, he will commit mistakes, he will make excessive acts, and this is part of democracy, this is part of justice, is a learning curve that Brazil is currently going through. But I understand the criticism, so I understand that Moraes has concentrated a lot of power in the judiciary branch.
Meanwhile, former President Jair Bolsonaro remains, keeping mostly silent in the United States, where he flew to right before the inauguration of President Lula without ever clearly conceding defeat. The atmosphere in Brazil seems quieter now, but many uncertainties remain surrounding Brazilian politics. They revolve around how much power and influence Bolsonaro still holds, what more could radical opposition forces do to destabilize the country, and will security forces remain loyal and obedient to President Lula? Paulo Cabral, CGTN, São Paulo.